Welcome to day 16 of 21 days challenge. Okay, we are discussing about spiritual laws. Okay, a series of 12 spiritual laws. Okay, among the spiritual laws, now today is we are going to discuss about one of the spiritual laws of law of cause and effect. This is the sixth spiritual law of 12 spiritual laws. Okay, what is the law of cause and effect? Every as is consequence action. Every action has its consequences, a response. Like as it, what you do, you will get it reflect back to it. Like every action has its consequence. Means you have to face that consequence. Okay, this is famously known as in Hindu mythology as a karma, law of karma. Every karma has its effect. Okay, let us see this cause and effect. Okay. What is cause and effect? This law of cause and effect is a fundamental law of universe, which states that every action has equal and opposite reaction. As per the Newton law also, this discovers every action there will be a equal and opposite reaction. It signifies implication for our life. It says that our action has consequences and those consequences shape our experiences, shape the world around us. Like whatever do right now, what are the activities you do right now as uh, a result, having some reaction related to that one. You have to face that consequences. See, this is um, you've seen that, right? This is a game. In that game, if you drop one thing, it will having cascading effect and will again fall on that unassuming. Okay. This name I didn't remember. There is a name of this game is there. So the law of cause and effects is the basic principle of physics, and it is also known as law of action and reaction. Every action there is a equal and opposite reaction. This principle states that every action has equal and opposite reaction. For example, if you push a car, the chair the chair will push back with the same force. Okay, this law applies not only physical objects but also apply to our thoughts and emotions. Like you know that since from our childhood we studied about this Newton third law, but it is applicable to our thoughts and emotions and actions. Okay, it means that everything we do or we say has consequences, and consequences can be positive or negative. Like whatever you do having some consequences, you have to face that consequences. It may be positive or negative. So the benefits of applying this law of cause and effects are numerous. Okay, this law has so many benefits if you apply it. Okay, first and foremost, it allows you to take the responsibility for our lives. If you understand that our actions has consequences, we can take control of our lives and shape them in a direction we want. Okay, like you know that every action has a is a reaction, means you will apply in a careful way. You know, right? There is a consequences associated with that, your thoughts and emotions. So you have to apply it very carefully. Okay, we can choose the take action lead to a positive outcome and avoid those that lead to a negative consequences. So you know that by doing this activity, you will get a negative consequences, means you will try to avoid it. Okay, so by knowing this law, you will definitely avoid the negative consequences. Secondly, this law can help us to make better decisions. When you understand that every action has a consequence, we are more likely to think throughout our choices and consider the potential outcome before we act. Like every action has a consequence, means we will think about our actions, our thoughts, and will consciously take the decision which give a potential outcome. For example, one activity will give a maximum result means, then we will execute that. Okay, this can prevent us from making impulsive decisions that could have negative consequences. We can avoid the things which has negative consequences. Thirdly, the law of cause and effects help us to develop empathy, compassion for ourselves. Okay, if we know that there is a consequences are associated with that means you will you will have a chance of developing kindness, compassion, love to others. Okay, which we realize that our actions has impact on others, will more likely to consider this feeling an act of kindness and compassion. This is the thing. If you know that law of karma is working means you will apply it very carefully, and it, what is in Hindu mythology and every says that so you will treat it with love and kindness. So everything around your animals and birds, okay, you will treat it very love and kindness. This shows that our ancient people know about this law. So it is applicable throughout that. Okay. Fourthly, the law of affects us understand the interconnectedness of everything in the universe. Like everything has interconnection by knowing this law. Our actions and decisions do not exist in isolation, but rather than they are connected to each other else around us. When we understand the interconnectedness, we can begin to see how our actions and decisions impact not only ourselves but also the world around it. Like this law is justly simply speaking about this law is every action has its effect. Okay, we have to face it. If we want to have good input, see the picture. In this picture, okay, there is a inputs are there is a process are there, output are there. So in this, if you give inputs, good inputs, okay, and actions, you will do process means actions, and then you will get effect. This is a cause, input is a cause, uh, effect is a output. And this is a action, this is a effect. Okay. So these are the things. If you consider this one. So what you are inputting. Okay, or this is a cause. Okay. Then you will definitely see the effect. Okay, by your actions, by your physical things. Okay, physical movements, physical uh, expressions, emotions. Okay. So every input is called cause, every output is called effect. This is cause and effect. Cause and means you have to control your cause. You have to control your cause, then only you can control your effect. If you're not controlling your cause means, then effect will be not as per your wish. So you have to input your positive feelings. You have to input your love. You have to input your gratitude, forgiveness, acceptance. Okay. So you have to raise your vibrations. You have to raise your vibrations by practicing mindfulness, meditation, yoga, and this gratitude, forgiveness, everything. So you are inputting this thing. So output also you will get, effect also you will get same thing. So this is very important law as per uh, our series of spiritual laws. This will affect your decide your output. Okay, so be careful in taking the inputs. If you feel negative things, you are watching the TV, you are watching uh, horror movies, you are watching uh, sad movies, and generally, especially these TV serials having feeling of jealousness, okay, anger, fear, emotion. These negative emotions are more depicting. So if you watch it, you are taking input. You are taking, right? Uh, eyes is a doors for thoughts. Eyes acts as input for your mind. So you are inputting. Just think about that. In a day, how much time you are spending on a TV or negative things, negative aspects. So you are inputting that one, and it will process in your mind. Okay, in your actions, you'll get a negative effects. In terms of thoughts, also same thing. So you will get also effect with. So be careful in inputting the uh, negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative feeling by using your senses like eyes. Eyes is the main thing which will trigger you the feeling of uh, happiness, okay, or sadness. So be careful in applying this law. Okay, so make sure that your input uh, maximum good things. Like that's why we discuss about this gratitude practice, accept practice, forgiveness. Okay, so this will enable us to input a good feelings. This is cause we will get a always good feeling. Okay. Finally, the law of cause and effects can applied in many areas of life, from personal relation to business and politics. By understanding this principle, we create positive changes in our life, in the world around us. In conclusion, fundamental principle of govern the universe. This is the fundamental principle which govern by the universe. Okay. By applying this, we take care of our lives for better decisions and develop empathy and compassion for others, understand the interconnectedness of everything in the universe, and create a positive change in your lives, in the world around you. Okay, make sure that you will remember that every input there is a output will be there. So you are the one who are facing that output. Okay, I'll got it right. We'll go see some quotations and related to this one. So law of cause and effects is a God law. Like you know that in Hindu mythology, karma. Karma means so every karma has its impact on you. So this is called law, God law. Your rewards in life will always be equal to the amount of the quality of the service rendered in the long run. So whatever you are right now, your experiencing rewards, that is the rewards in your life will be amount of service render in the long term. What are the service you render to outside society, outside the universe? So that will be that will give you the rewards. Okay. Every cause has its effects. Every effect has its cause. So this is the principle of cause and effect. Every cause is effect. Every effect is cause. For example, whatever situation you are right now, as because of some actions performed by you, input given by you, that is a cause. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. So oppositely, okay, every output has start from the input. Every input result to a output. Every output because of some input in the past. Every input right now is the result to a output in the future. This is the cause and effect. Okay. So this is also same God's law, cause and effect. Your rewards in life will always be equal to the amount of the quality of service rendered in the long term. We live in the world of cause and effect. Everything is depends on a cause and effect only. So whatever the input you give, there is a certainly output is there. Okay, every output there is a input is there. So the law of cause and effect you do want other successful people do, you eventually get the result that other people get it. This law of cause and effect means if you think like other people get a success means you eventually get the success people get it. Other success people get it. Same like that. If you think like other people's success, also you'll get it, your success also one day. This is famous by a brain tracing. Everything is a cause and effect. If you don't move, nothing will move with you and nothing will move towards you. So you have to take some cause, you have to take some inputs. Okay, then only you will get it. If don't take input means you'll not get nothing. So nothing will move towards you. Okay, either two sides are there. Is it positive karma or negative karma? So you want to embed the positive means you'll get a positive. You will input negative means you'll get output as a negative. So this is the thing. So you don't give anything means nothing will be moved. Nothing will move towards you. So finally, this is the experiments. In order to experience the positive or negativity or a good or bad. So there is a one very famous saying is called in Buddhism is called Madhya Marga. Madhya Marga means don't in the extreme sides. Like if you have in a sadness means you have to feel sadness. You have in a happiness means you have to feel very happy. So in order to avoid come out of these consequences, you need to be a middle path. You have to choose middle path. What is that middle path? Middle path means like you have to stick into the goodness also, badness also. But your feeling adds a lot. Feeling add fuel to that incident. Okay. So don't feel it. For example, you have to say there is one of the saying in Bhagavad Gita like don't be attached. Okay. So even though you are in a just like a water drop on a lotus leaf. See, lotus is a lotus pond, lotus leaf. If you put one drop in a leaf, that will be in a detached format, not attached format. Okay. So you must live like a what you call in a lotus leaf, in a pond of lotus pond. So no water drop stick to the leaf. Okay, you must be in a detachment phase. If you live in that phase, just like that, you are living in a good people, you are living in a bad people also. You will not add a feel to it by your feelings and emotions. So this mindfulness practice will enable you to achieve this position. So don't react to the whatever things around you. If you react means you are adding fuel to it. Uh, like someone will shout you with anger and everything in your family member outside people. If you react, it means you are adding fuel to it. Okay, it will impact you. Okay, not the other person. So let it be a surrender state. Means surrender state means you will not in attached state. You will surrender to the situation. So whatever the result is given to Supreme God. Hmm? Not affected by the sinful actions, and the lotus leaf is untouched by the water. So you have to stay like this. So every time you have to in a detached position. Even though you are seeing that uh, this leaf is on a water, but it is in a detached state. So you must develop this thing. So whatever the incidents you are inputting, that is cause and effect. So input should be very careful. Okay, whatever inputting is the main thing. That's why we practice gratitude, acceptance, forgiveness. Okay, and create a vision board, triggering of that vision boards, and a law of attraction, law of oneness, doing one thing at a time. So these are the things we discussed already, so that it will rise your inputs maximum in a higher feelings, so that it'll yield a output. You will get it as a very uh, positive outcome, and everything is you'll feel very awesome. So this is a greatest law of cause and effect. It will discuss in our ancient scripts also. So we consider in inputting the things like your thoughts and emotions. Whatever your input, okay, you will get the same output. Okay. Let go to meditation. Okay, sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Close your feet and clap your hands, fingers, and observe your natural breath. So, in order to train your muscle called brain, uh, this mindfulness meditation is very important. It will calm your thoughts. Okay, empty your mind. So this is very important to gain control of your thoughts and emotions.